Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a full office setup tour. Now this is actually my second one, but since the first one was so long ago, I've added tons of new equipment, new little hacks, new tips and tricks to share with you guys. Plus, I've been getting a ton of questions in the comments. What's your mic? What's your pop filter? What's your boom arm? What's your headset? What's your chair? Oh, you got a green screen? Show us, Hades. What's the lighting? Oh, that looks sick as well. Oh my god, is that a new laptop? Yes, there's a ton of new things, which I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm going to be trying to include as many of the names as possible, as well as giving you guys some details and ways of maybe saving money, because when I started, I definitely didn't have all of this cool stuff, and I can tell you what I started with so you guys know what the minimum you need to record YouTube videos, because I have done a lot of videos. I don't know how many, there's hundreds of them now, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, so let's get started with the corner of my room, which is the hardest to see. So let's go stand over here. There is the door. I do highly recommend getting that little bit of soundproof foam that goes underneath your door. That stops a ton of sound. If you're trying to stop noise from outside, people in the kitchen, people making racket, the TV, whatever, make sure to get that thing under your door and chuck some foam on your door. It makes a massive difference. I've got some stylish foam on the wall. I got a pickaxe. I have some more foam behind that. I have my jumper and a bunch of extra foam. I got some loot crates. I got on my Xbox games, some creepers, Super Mario, my Xbox 360, my PlayStation 4s down there. I've got my Astro, a bunch of cool things I got from Minecon. Let's just quickly pan past this as I'm getting behind here. I got the Creeper, the Pig, World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, first expansion I played. It was pretty good, got worse from there. I got Nintendo 64. Let's do a quick autofocus in here. Boom! Nintendo 64 was beast. I got on my N64 games. I don't know what the hell that is. That was probably Goldie's Nintendo DS games. Some t-shirts. A random 460 graphics card, which I took out of my first PC. Everyone needs a good old dust cleaner. My original PlayStation carry case. That's OP. My first dead hard drive. Stuff you see, Gate. You broke on me, even though it's been 5 years. I still don't appreciate you breaking. And of course, Hades headquarters. Now this is my normal set. I'm sorry it was a tiny bit dark, but as you can see, I've got this green screen in the way. And I couldn't be bothered moving that because I wanted to show it in the setup as well. But I do have my 100k subscriber plaque behind here. Check that out, boys. It looks a bit green, but as you can see, Hades Productions, congratulations. And the YouTuber cape, which I got from PAX last year. YouTube was giving them out in loot crates. So I got the YouTuber loot crate at the YouTuber meeting, and it had a bunch of capes in it. So, GG, I got this cape, and Goldie's got a cape somewhere. Alright, now onto the stuff you've probably clicked on this video for, because it looks like a sweet... Ain't nobody got time for pictures, you stupid camera. Oh, by the way, the camera's like a... Oh, far out, I don't actually know. It's a 600D, if you're interested. I'm not very good at cameras. I just googled it. This is what seemed to be the most popular. I'm using a Zellman mic at the moment. It probably got real loud because I looked down at the mic and talked directly into it. But the Zellman mic's what I use. And if going outside, I actually use the Rode mic, or if the camera's on a stand pointed at me, I use this shotgun Rode mic. It's actually really good. Alright, so now that I've got that out of the way, let's start here with the green screen. I got a cheapo off eBay. It was on sale. It just came with the stands like that, and a big green sheet. You chuck it over, you're good to go. Chuck some pegs on it, you're done. I got the big light in the corner. It'll probably screw up the camera a bit, but I turned this one off and unpacked it so you could see inside. Basically, it's a massive light bulb, some reflective material, and then a light diffuser. You just put like white over it, and it just spreads the light out a bit more. And that's on a pretty average stand. And you can put them around, and they're for lighting your backdrop, so the green screen, and one for lighting you. Because you don't want shadows on the green screen, or it screws it up. So you got to make sure you have at least 2 lights. Because if you only have one light source, if it's in front of you, there'll be a shadow behind you. And if there's a shadow behind you, then it looks like your face is all dark. So you need 2 lights. Now over this side, I got some office equipment. That's what the AT2035 comes in, the Audio-Technica little carry pouch. I got a 1UP box there. I got my subwoofer in the corner, fully sick, bro. That's just down there because I don't know where else to put it. I got some more soundproof foam because that's where my mic is. So I put the soundproof foam behind that because that's the only foam I really needed. The rest, like back over here, it's just for looks really. The one on the door is important, but all the rest of this, it doesn't really do that much. You mainly just want a piece of foam behind your mic and you want the door nicely sealed. But while I'm turning the camera around, check out my sweet little Minecraft torch. I'm reaching up. Bam, it lights up. That's what I'm talking about. I got that as well, and the poster. Alright, now onto this bad boy. Let's see if I can, the screen kind of stuffs it up, but boom. I'm actually opening up something on my second screen here while I'm talking about this. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright, sweet. So, what I have here is actually, I believe is that Rode? I forgot what the boom arm's called. I'm pretty sure it's Rode. Because they make some sweet, but you'll find it. There's only one really good boom arm around. And this one's sweet. It just clamps onto your desk, as you can see back there. And it's awesome. It's fully customizable. You can extend it out, inwards, up, down, left, right. And it stays exactly where you left it. I got the Samson PS01. Let's focus on this bad boy for you. Wait, that's exactly what I meant to do. Oh, I got even more fuzzy. Yay. Hey, it's good focusing camera. Stuff it. Okay. Anyway, that's the AT2035. The reason why I had to switch to this mic is because of my Blue Yeti was a USB mic. Oh my god, that focus is way better. Yeah, so my Blue Yeti was a USB mic, and I needed one with an XLR cable, so I could get this cable up the top here, plug it into the mic. It's a much smaller shock mount as well, and it goes doodle-doodle behind the screens and plugs into this bad boy, which is my TC. Let's focus on that for you. There we go, my TC Helion Voice Live Play. And that's what I'm going to be using to edit my voice. Basically, you just press this button here. Bam, now I can be talking as a girl, a robot, whatever I want for voice acting or just for trolling people. It's really good. Then you press the button again. Bam, now you're back to your normal voice. Pretty cool stuff there. Mouse pad, this one's not that good. It's just I got one from Gamdius and it stuck. It beat my Razer one, unfortunately. The Razer one got dirty or Goldie stole it, one or the other. Now I'm using the Gamdius one. That is my iPhone there. That is my Razer Death Adder V... Ooh, it was the V3 or whatever, but now it's changed. What they turned it into something else now. It's called like the RBG one or something. It just changes colours. They're all the same. Just get the Razer Death Adder, the latest one, and you will be sweet. 2 buttons on the side. It's actually a really good mouse. My favourite one out of every one I've tried. Now this is the Logitech G910. Now, do I recommend it? Not particularly. Oh my god, this focusing skills. I'm going to stab someone in a second. That'll do. So the G910, it's good. I'm using it. I had an option out of like 3 keyboards. I had my old Razer one. I have the Dell one. I've got a generic like shitty one from Windows. And I also have... I had the CM Storm. And I chose this one out of all of them. But it doesn't mean it's the best one. I'm still not happy. It would be perfect if it didn't have these stupid curves on the keys. The curves, oh, they're good, they work, but I don't know, if they just dulled them down a bit, I reckon it'll be my favourite by far. Because it's just got all the macros and controls I want. Down there, I've got my Astro A40 headset and my Ghetto mount stand. As you can see, I'm just kind of using like a tool shop clamp to hang my headset on. It works perfectly. My A40's like 5 years old and still work like brand new, best headset I ever bought. They are overpriced, they're like the gaming brand. They do cost a little bit more than other headsets. But I just really liked how they sat on your head. They felt the best. The mic hasn't failed me. The mix amp has not failed me after 5 years either. the Astro A40 mix amp. I'm sure they call it something else these days, but bam, that's been working perfectly. I used it at LANs, I've taken it through rain, sunshine. Flawless. You can turn up the mic gain perfectly, the volume. I've had no problems with that bad boy at all. And it even supports like optical USB, 3.5mm jack. You can plug whatever you want into that and it's got it handled. So there's my headset. Out the back there, oh come on, check it out. Boom, that's my Asus router. That guy is actually the best router. I forgot what it's called, I'm sorry guys, but just look at the high-end Asus consumer routers. It offers like multiple line support, so you can use like your 4G dongle, plus your like fiber, plus your ADSL2 connection. If one goes down, it just switches to the next one. Extremely cool. I've got, of course, the subwoofer is attached to 2 Edifier speakers. Please, for those of you who buy 5.1 and 7 surround sound, do not do that. Either buy 2 speakers, like a normal person, 2 high quality speakers, or get 2.1 surround sound. So that means 2 speakers and 1 subwoofer. Anything more than that, unless you're setting it up perfectly in your room in the exact locations they're meant to be, that means attaching things to walls and stuff like that, don't bother because it does absolutely nothing. It just pisses you off. It's terrible. Cords go everywhere. 2.1 is the way to go. My screen's 24-inch Asus G4 blah 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 G7, whatever the hell they're called these days. Just get the 24-inch Asus ones. They're great. There's also other 24-inch brands, but the Asus one happened to be the cheapest here in Australia that I could get 3 of those bad boys. So it's exactly what I did. And as you can probably see my notes there, I read a few things on there. Let me just minus that. So I just wrote down that okay, I got it in my PC now. Let's go check out my PC. So the PC is under here, and it is a brand new PC I built recently after this being my full-time job. It has a 5960X CPU, 8 cores, 16 threads. I think I've got a 970 in there. I got the cheapest one. There was only one available at the time. I got it exactly on launch. And it's got 16 gigs of RAM, a Corsair all-in-one water cooling loop, and about 10 terabytes of storage, mixed between a bunch of Seagate hard drives, 1 hybrid drive, which I use for backup, and a Samsung 500 gig SSD, which I use as my boot drive, of course. Please, guys, make sure to get an SSD as your boot drive. Besides that, everything's pretty normal. I got a Corsair case, a Asus CD drive, and I don't know the rest of the stuff. I'll put links in the description for the rest of my specs and setup. Down there, I have my custom-made footrest, which is my leftover soundproofing foam with a DVI cable tying it all together, or VGA cable, because they're both useless and I got like 500 million of them. Alright, what else is there? Stand-up aids. We got some extra bits and pieces, wallets, knives, hard drives, my old microphone, which I do want to quickly mention. If you are shopping for a microphone, you can get these 2 for fairly cheap. I would suggest starting off with USB. Get the Blue Yeti. It's pretty good. It worked perfectly fine for me, but the shock mount's fairly big, so keep that in mind. And if you do get the shock mount, which you have to get for a good quality mic, you need the boom arm. So it ends up costing quite a fair bit when you add all that together, because you need the boom arm if you get a shock mount, and you need a shock mount if you get the mic. If you put the mic on your desk, it's just as bad as buying a $50 mic, so there's no point even buying it. Please only buy the AT2020 or AT2025 or the Blue Yeti if you're going to get a shock mount with them. Otherwise, they are basically useless. Just get a cheaper mic, please. Keep that in mind. Alright, so I think I've pretty much gone through my whole setup. I got the lights, I got a bunch of other office equipment, I got my Lenovo Y50 or 40 gaming laptop, which I took to Europe, a bunch of stationery, and we're back to the start of the room and all the foam. Hopefully, oh, I nearly missed this bad boy. It's a Logitech C910 or something along those lines. Let me just go check this out a bit closer. I'll switch the channel, I'll switch to a darker web page. That didn't do shit. Oh, there we go. Boom! So there's my Logitech and my little homemade stand. Basically, I bought a $3 lamp from Bunnings or your hardware store, and I ripped off the end of the lamp, and then I sticky taped my webcam to it, so now I can adjust it, clamp it to anywhere. It works perfectly fine. It works absolutely sweet. So there you go. That's how you can save some money if you don't want to buy a boom arm like that one. And of course my monitor stand, they're sold out. They don't make them anymore. It's not that good anyway. I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to chuck the video a like, subscribe, and check out my other videos because they're pretty awesome and I do lots of them, as you can see there. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Peace.